Some people choose treasure and forget about their soul. No tempest and rise, you're safe and secure. No, you've decided to make Jesus your joy. No tempest and rise, you're safe and secure. No, you've decided. Hello. Saint Matthew chapter 4 verse 1 to 4 says, read or listen. Saint Matthew chapter 4 verse 5 to 10. Read. St. Matthew chapter 5, reading from verse 1 to 9 says, And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a mountain. And when he was sat, his disciples came unto him. And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. St. Matthew chapter 5, reading from verse 10 to 15 says, Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are he when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt has lost its savour, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Nor do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Okay, listen to this. What do you think? Because of God's love, mercy, grace, truth, glory, and words from the Bible, that is what keeps sin and keeps it up. That's what I believe. If it weren't for these beautiful things that shines from above, God's glory, then sin would not have its freeness and its pleasure. Hell speaks for it. In other words, hell is a splitting example of it. So you need to drop sin, turn away from your sinful lives, and accept God as your Lord, Savior, and Master right now, before it's too late. Think about this. Because of God's love, mercy, grace, glory, truth, and words from the Bible, that is what keeps sin and keeps it up. That's my belief. If it weren't for these beautiful things, beautiful words that shines from the Bible and from God's glory, then sin would not have its freeness and pleasure. Hell is, let's think about it. Hell is a splitting example of it. Hell speaks for it. So you need to drop sin, turn away from your sinful lives, and accept God as your Master, Lord, and Savior right now. Precious memory, unseen angel, sent from somewhere to my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. Precious memory, unseen angel, sent from somewhere to my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious being, you release our troubled mind. You're the only voice I heard, makes the difference, and I follow one day at a time. Jesus, your voice makes the difference. When you speak, you release our troubled mind. You're the only voice I heard, makes the difference, and I follow one day at a time. Jesus, your voice, it flows from Calvary. Your blood will not just flow, it flows from Calvary, and your blood has healed my body and set spirit free. The only blood, your precious blood, that flows from Calvary. Your blood, the only blood that flows from Calvary. All right, here it is. Here's a thought. I want to say a thought is like a warning. It's a warning sign from God, of course, that people need to change their life. People need to turn away from whatever that is ungodly. That is not of God. Turn away from it and seek God and accept Him as your Lord and Savior. Right? Surrender to Him. At this point, it's about the darkness that everyone is talking about. Everyone seems to be talking about. On today is Monday, right? On Saturday, right? I heard about the darkness that was gonna take place at 10 o'clock. Now I slept and wake up at 9:56, and I was anticipating as in bracing myself for the darkness, but it never happened. I went to the bathroom about 9:56 that same night. And while I was in there, this is like God dropped this in my spirit that is like a tune. So the event or whatever is gonna come is it's gonna come like a tune. And the tune goes like this. If I deal with you tonight, you're not gonna see tomorrow. Blase, blase. Right. That's what was dropped in my spirit. I jump back and say, what? So the things like that thing, that darkness that is gonna take over, it will come like the concept of it will come like a tune. And you have to be careful. So I'm saying that you have to be in God, because not even the not even I mean closing your curtain or your door is gonna save you, because it's gonna come with that force. If I deal with it tonight, you know, I'll see tomorrow. Blase, blase. Right. So this is a warning, and you must take heed. That's all I'm gonna say about it. If it makes sense. That's all I'm gonna say about it, of course. Of course.